Hi guys, sorry you can't see me, it's too hard to switch around and keep videoing at the same time. So this is our recipe for banana bread. These are some of the ingredients that we're using. So we've got some self-raising flour, caster sugar, some walnuts. This is icing sugar back here, some bananas obviously. I've also got some eggs which I've beaten. This is 2 eggs which I've beaten. Got some butter, some flour, the self-raising flour, that's the caster sugar, and that's the bananas that I mashed up already. We're also going to need a lined loaf tin. This is a 2-pound loaf tin, normal, just bread loaf tin. I've lined it with greaseproof paper and just a little bit of melted butter on the bottom. I need a weighing scales to weigh out all your ingredients, and I am using this food mixer that we have, but you can do it old-fashioned and use a wooden spoon and bowl, or if you had a hand mixer as well, you could use that too. To start with, I've got the oven preheated to 180 degrees fan, which I think is gas mark 4. Okay, so what I've already done to kind of cut this process down is I've already creamed the butter and the sugar together. There it is in there. I had the mixer on for about 3 or 4 minutes, so it's nice and light and kind of it's gone like a creamy colour now instead of the yellow colour. So I've done that. So the next step, let's lift this up, is to add in the eggs slowly, just a little bit at a time. And you can add in about a tablespoon of the flour at the same time, just so that it doesn't kind of do that weird curdling thing. So I'm going to do that and then I will come back to you. Okay, so this is how it looks now. I've got the 2 eggs in there and I added in a bit of the flour at the same time just so that it stayed mixing nicely together. I'm going to add in the remaining flour now into the mixer, or just the bowl if that's what you're using, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so here we go. That is all the flour, the butter and the sugar mixed all together now. The next thing I'm going to add in is the mashed banana, which is here. I'm going to put that in a little bit at a time as well in the mixer. Or again, if you're using a spoon or hand blender, just the same. Okay, I'll be back to you. Okay, so this is everything all mixed together in my bowl. I've got the mashed bananas, the eggs, the flour, the butter and the sugar all mixed in there now together. It looks great. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop it into my tin over here. And I'll come back to you then. Okay, so there it is. I filled it up to about this level here, so not all the way to the top because it's going to rise up a little bit. And if we fill it up any more than this, it might kind of spill out over the edges when it's cooking. I've got a little bit of mixture left, so you could do something else with that. You could put it in another loaf tin and make a smaller banana bread, or what we might try today is we might try popping it into our fairy cake cases there and just making little banana muffin things as well. So anyway, that's about where we want to be. I'm going to pop this into the oven now, the oven that we've preheated already at 180 degrees or gas mark 4, and I'm going to leave it in there for about 30 minutes or until I stick a skewer into it and take it out and the skewer is clean. Okay, so fingers crossed this works.